I touched on the importance of training in an earlier lecture. Now we are going to dive a little deeper into some of the specifics you should include in your project. Every project needs to consider the specifics of training requirements at an in-depth level in order to cover everything that will be needed. A written training plan is like an instruction manual for employees. Every user of your new technology will need to know how to operate each of its functions so that it can provide them with everything that it was designed to do. This training plan should be extremely detailed in the operation of every function. Every possibility should be discussed. One of the best ways to do this is to sit down in front of the new technology and write out procedures as you perform them yourself. This will help you become even more familiar with the project and at the same time develop an in-depth training plan. Obviously, for this project, there will not be a physical product, but you will need to think from this perspective so that you are able to fully capture what a user may need to know. In addition to a training plan, it may be a good idea to also include a formal training course. Employees tend to despise sitting through meetings and training courses, but giving them the opportunity to see the technology at work instead of simply reading about it in a book can go a long way to its successful use. A formal training course can be a time to go through the training manual with the users, discuss how each function can make their job easier, and allow them to ask questions. These types of courses can prove to be invaluable to an organization and allow the users to hit the ground running with any new technology that is implemented. This is not much different from a college course, where you sit in a classroom, real or virtual, and learn about many different topics before you are given your degree. Some of your courses undoubtedly included lab assignments where you were required to work through different variables and come up with your own solutions. I am sure if you look back at these assignments, you will recognize the importance of each one of them in your degree plan. And some people learn best with a hands-on approach. So if your technology allows for some type of hands-on training, you should include it. Consider installing virtual systems for software technologies or having a prototype available for hardware technologies. When employees can play with that technology before it is implemented, it will help them to become much more comfortable with how it works. This is also a time where you can find shortfalls in the training manual or instructions. A user may not be able to figure out a particular function or might even break something because it is unclear how it should be operated. When this happens, you would be able to go back into the training plans and add more content for those particular tasks. In the military, pilots often train in simulators before they can ever step foot into the cockpit of a fighter plane. This isn't because they don't already know how to fly. It is because they need to be familiarized with the aircraft they are about to be given control of. It's a training requirement that needs to be fulfilled before access is given to the real thing. Having this hands-on practice makes the transition to the real thing a lot smoother. The key takeaway to this lecture is this: training is a critical component of anything we do. If you want to be an electrician, you have to go through the training and certification process before you can take on that title or job. And if you want to use a new type of technology or system, you will need to learn how to use it, or else you are likely to never fully grasp all of its capabilities, or be able to use it for all that it is worth. This training element in your project is the portion where you can inform all of the potential users on the benefits they can gain by using this new technology and how they can use it to its maximum potential. I'm sure that none of you would want to purchase an expensive piece of equipment and only use it for one of two functions. You would want to take advantage of everything it has to offer so that you maximize your investment. Training others to do a task, operate a system, or implement a process allows the company to get something valuable for their investment and lessens the stress on the employees about using the new technology effectively.